recognition. It should be noted and recognized before the Citizens Medal of Valor recipients are called to receive their awards that these people are citizens just hanging out at home, driving their cars, just out living a life, and having no idea that they are about to be faced with a life or death situation, that they will be forced to make the split-second decisions to get involved, to act, to come to the aid of a neighbor or stranger in need and at risk of their own safety. Police officers receive training to prepare them for what they are responding to and provided with tools. They have very difficult jobs, deal with horrible situations, and often see the worst in people. They mentally prepare themselves for what their call is responding to, so although horrible, they are not surprised by what they encounter. These citizens were nominated by police officers who recognized the magnitude of the emergency situations they were faced with and the courage it took for them to act. Will Matthew Hughes please come to the stage? On June 16, 2023, Mr. Hughes heard a loud commotion at his neighbor's residence. Nothing could have prepared him for what he saw when he went to investigate. Mr. Hughes discovered his neighbors under brutal attack by a man armed with a knife. He knew he had to act quickly and make the decision to retrieve his firearm to end the attack. In an effort to stop the man without using lethal force, Mr. Hughes fired a warning shot which proved ineffective, and Mr. Hughes then returned his weapon on the subject, which ended the attack. Officers quickly responded and placed the attacker under arrest. Mr. Hughes, you were faced with a horrible situation and had to make some very difficult decisions in a short amount of time. Your bravery and heroic actions are admirable. On behalf of the members of the Bullhead City Police Department, the officials of the City of Bullhead City, and members of our community, it is our distinct honor to present you with our department's highest award given to a civilian, the Citizens Medal of Valor. Thank you. Will the following individuals please come to the stage? Sarah Grimard, Daniel Johnson, and Hugh Rosette. On the evening of July 28, 2023, dispatch began receiving calls of a vehicle versus pedestrian collision. Initial reports indicated that the driver fled the scene immediately after the collision. The officers who responded to this call will be recognized later in the ceremony for their actions. When officers arrived on scene, they encountered numerous civilians providing medical aid to a severely injured pedestrian. The pedestrian had significant trauma, including a head injury and lower leg amputation. The pedestrian was losing a significant amount of blood and was unresponsive. After witnessing the collision, Ms. Grimard, Mr. Johnson, and Mr. Rosette recognized the need for the immediate medical assistance and stopped to render aid. At this time, the scene was chaotic, traffic control had not been established, and without regard for their own safety, they ran into the roadway to help. The three of them worked in concert with a first aid kit retrieved from a vehicle and obtained a belt to use as a tourniquet to stop the profuse bleeding. Grimard, Johnson, and Rosette remained after officers arrived and continued to help as officers worked to deploy a first aid specific tourniquet to supplement the makeshift tourniquet already in use. Officers recognized the pedestrian was rapidly declining and began administering chest compressions until paramedics arrived. Through the valiant efforts of everyone involved, the pedestrian was transported to a local hospital where he was stabilized and later transported to a trauma hospital. Emergency room physicians credited the first aid treatment rendered on scene with improving the pedestrian's chance of survival and allowing for advanced medical care for his injuries. On behalf of the members of the Bullhead City Police Department, the officials of the City of Bullhead City, and members of our community, it is our distinct honor to present you with our department's highest award given to civilians, the Citizens Medal of Valor. Unit citations. This award may be presented to a group of department members who performed meritoriously as a